Hey everyone, I hope everyone's having a great week. I wanted to jump on here and do a quick makeup tutorial because I gotta do my makeup anyway, so why not? I have just washed my face, so I need to start with some serious skincare. I'm gonna use my normal to oily moisturizer, but I got in something new. So I wanna try this too because I've been dying to get it and it's been sold out forever. So this is the Nangai oil. This oil comes from this Nangai nut and it's super rich in moisturizers and emollients. It's actually really good for your hair, skin, and nails. Also for eczema, if you have any of that. I have seborrheic dermatitis that I get usually when I'm stressed out, but I'm just gonna use a little dot like this with my actual moisturizer. Now, even though this is an oil, it's actually a better carrier oil than jojoba. Even though it's an oil, it actually will help with acne and clogged pores because it'll help regulate your sebum production. So we are trying it out. Feels really good. Feels really light. It's almost like watery. I'm gonna use my eye illuminator, eye cream, brighten up these dark circles because I got about 4 minutes of sleep last night. I'm just gonna rub that all over. Be real gentle with eye cream. I know I'm kind of reckless with it, but you don't wanna be pulling too hard on your eyeballs. Not a good idea. All right, so on to the fun stuff. I got a little bit of a tan, well, a burn, as you can see, my red nose. So I'm actually gonna use tan foundation today while I have my little tan. I'm gonna use this much pearlizer, just a dab, because I want my skin to look glowy with just a tiny, tiny bit of foundation. I love our Make Sense foundation, as you guys have probably heard me say a billion times, because first of all, a little bit goes a long way. Gives excellent coverage, smudge proof, budge proof, doesn't get all over your phone, doesn't get all over your stuff, and I spend all day on the phone for my job, so I can't be having all that nonsense. My biggest pet peeve in makeup, in the makeup world, is having foundation and all that junk all over my car, because you know, you rub your nose and it comes right off usually. Not this stuff. This stuff will stay where you put it, but it doesn't feel like you have anything on your face at all. I am needing to conceal, so I'm gonna use Pink Frost Shadow Sense to give me a little bit extra concealer coverage and cover up that burn on my nose, anywhere I want some extra coverage. Again, our products are super multi-purpose, so you can use your Shadow Sense as concealer. It dries to a powder finish, so you don't technically even have to set that with a powder if you didn't want to. I like using our powder anyway because I like it's got like this soft focus particles in it, so it makes your skin look really smooth. Just gives you extra awesomeness, extra waterproof, and extra skincare. So I use it anyway, but you don't technically have to. Okay, so let's do some fun stuff. I got in some new colors. First, let's get these brows under control. First things first, my new obsession. I know I did a video on this already, but I love the brow sense. I'm using taupe. Just gonna do a courtesy comb through, just to make sure I don't have any dead skin in there. I know that sounds super classy. Dry skin, I guess, would have been better. So it's got a little wand on it that looks like a eyeliner, and I thought it would be so weird, but it's so the easiest thing I've ever used in my life. Just gonna, I draw that line underneath. I go into more detail on this one in my previous video. And then I'm gonna draw that line right on top. Now I don't go all the way in on the top line, just because I don't like that boxy look. If you do, then you can totally do that. It doesn't I don't feel like it works well with my features personally. All right, so I'm just gonna comb real gently, because you don't want to comb it out. You just want to drag that product through. But it's so natural. I really like it. All right, that other lid on the other end bothers me, so I'd rather just take it off altogether. But I think it's designed to protect that brush head so that those bristles stay nice and strong. All right, numero dos on the brow. Probably see this side a little bit better because of the angle of the camera. Just dragging it in there. I could probably go darker. I just don't see that it's necessary because I really just want my brows to not look like they're missing. And I don't want them to look all dusty, because if you notice, like, especially if you color your hair, your brows just don't ever really match. And even if they're dark like mine, they're like a gray dark. I don't know, it's weird. Like dusty, I don't know. Like eyelashes. You just need a little something. I'm just correcting the shape over here. This eyebrow, brows are sisters and not twins. Try to make them look as close to twins as possible. Okay. All right, so I want to use Snow, because this color scares the bejesus out of a lot of women, and it shouldn't, because it is thebomb.com. I just made myself sound like an old lady when I said that. All right, so what else am I going to use with it? Garnet. We're going to do a cool, soft, let's do a good fall look. Garnet and granite. Garnet, granite, and snow. And pink frost, since I just used that as a concealer. So first I'm going to take my pink frost, which is a neutral. I'm going to go all the way up. You don't need a lot on your wand, so you can wipe off the excess. Shadow Sense is not like Lip Sense in the sense that you have to do 3 layers, because you don't. You can, you don't have to like go over this 3 times for it to stay all day. This stuff stays on like nobody's business. It doesn't crease. It doesn't sweat off. It stays where you want it to stay. It will be your new best friend, because you can whip out some gorgeous eyes in 2.5 seconds with your pinky finger if you had to. All right, so I'm just blending this in. You can use your finger if you want to. I just don't want the stuff all over my fingers. Not today, friend. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna use some of this. Well, I feel like I used granite last time. I'll use Mocha Java Shimmer. So I'm gonna use this right on my lids. I'm gonna stay away from the inner portion of my lid because I wanna put snow there to really brighten it up and pop my inner eye area. So I don't wanna waste my Mocha Java Shimmer. There's just no point. Just taking a flat brush and I'm kind of patting this in. So I want the color to be impactful. So I don't want to buff it out too much. You notice how when I blended out the first color, when I wanted just a wash, I kind of buffed it out. But on your lid, you usually want it to be more impactful, so you just want to pat it in. This is Mocha Java Matte, which is a matte flat brown color. Perfect for blending out that crease area or putting a prime color down so you can build on top of it without changing the color of your deeper shades, without washing them out any, and also just to kind of help you blend. It's like a vehicle to help you blend faster and better. This even goes for powder shadows, ladies. So if you're a powder shadow maven, then still use a prime color. And if you love your powder shadows and you're like, I'm not giving those up, sucker, then all good to you. But I would totally suggest getting one of these as an eyeshadow base because they are like the best for eyeshadow base. All right, so let's do snow. Look at that. Snow is white. White, white, white. But it's got a nice little tiny frost to it. So it is beautiful. You could use it as a highlight. You could use it like I'm using it here in the corners of my eyes. It's not super duper stark because it buffs in really nicely. Oh, it's so pretty. Really wakes them up. Especially when you're going to use a deep color in the crease, like onyx or garnet. It really like gives you a nice pew. And I like that look because that look looks like I got rest. Because we all know I didn't. All right. So then we're going to take garnet, which is a deep rusty brown that I'm always talking about because it's just the most beautiful brown. If I had to pick your must-have colors, oh geez, I hate even backing myself into that corner like that. I would say garnet is definitely one of the ones you should buy for sure. Mocha Java Matte has so many uses. You can use it in your brows. You can use it, you know, as that prime color. And it's, that one's really multifunctional. And then something like Pink Frost or Candlelight or even Sandstone Pearl, not the shimmery one, the matte one. Those are great colors that, you know, kind of work with everything. And also will, they're just super multifunctional. Garnet, you know, is great for an eyeliner and a shadow. So check those ones out. I think I've got all of them in stock. Actually, I'm almost 100% I do. Okay, so I'm just taking that domed brush that I blended in my Pink Frost with, and I was just cleaning up above where I made any mistakes or like brought that blend too far up, so we don't look like the chick from the Drew Carey show. All right, now take a foundation brush and you can clean it up on the ends, blending in an upward motion, just to make my eyes look pulled up. I'm going to use Pouty Pink mixed with Cherry Blush for my blush today. I'm going to use this much Pouty Pink. I love Pouty Pink, it's really pretty. It's also very, very soft. I want something a little bit more, and like this much cherry. That's probably too much cherry. And then I'm going to take a big old fat brush just because I know I have too much cherry, and I'm going to mix them together so they make a nice pink, but it's not as pink as cherry. Cherry's beautiful. Sorry, I got a phone call right in the middle of my video. Okay, so just buffing it in with my blush brush. I'm going to use bronzer after the fact today. I'm going to use the powder bronzer rather than a bronzy, blush sense. I want to take, this is one of my new favorite things to do, Pink Opal Shimmer, which is extra special shimmery. Like, it's pink, it's shimmery, it's so pretty to highlight with. So I'm going to take my highlighting brush, just kind of barely on the tip. I'm going to put it right here, buff it in. Don't go too far in toward the nose with a highlighter because you don't want, to look like a disco ball. Buffing on my edge of my nose or down the bridge of my nose. Hello, I can't really speak today. And then right here in high planes of my cheeks, Cupid's bow. Adding strategic highlight draws attention to those areas of the face, makes them look pulled up. Go in with some powder. We need to line our eyes too. You can actually put this powder everywhere if you want to, like on top of your eyeshadow. If you want to just extra seal it in there. Like I said, I'm going to go in with bronzer. This is our Bronze Dust. All of our powders have that anti-aging Senegence complex in them also. So you're getting like extra anti-aging. That Senegence complex helps lift, define, firm, increases your luminosity. Facts album on my page if you want to know more about what it does and the statistics behind it. Stuff is legit. I'm gonna just use my foundation brush, buff that in. I'm already a little bit kind of sunburned from volunteering over the weekend, so we don't need too much bronzer because we are already kind of bronze up there. All right, so for eyeliner, I'm going to take Garnet with my liner brush right off the tip of the wand. We'll go right in. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out what lip I should do with this. I'm just going to do a tiny wing. All right, get some more. Other side. Just short strokes so you get that perfect line. And then you just want to balance them. Now I'm going to take Garnet. I'm going to wipe the excess off my wand and we're going to go on the waterline. And then I'm going to flip that wand over and use the doe foot to go right underneath. And I'll use Mocha Java Shimmer. Let me make that go away. Okay. Just in that first half. I'm not going to go all the way into the tear duct because I don't want to cover up that snow eyeshadow that I have there. Okay, you want to make sure everything's blended softly. These things kind of blend themselves together. It's like miracle makeup. I'm going to do mascara in a minute, but I want to do some lips first. Oh, what do I want to do? Let's do some Napa. Let's just do some fall. Ooh, with what I have on. I'm wearing blue. Let's do Caramel Latte and Aussie Rose together and see what that does. I'm going to shake them. I'm going to do Caramel Latte first. Oh no, I'm going to do Aussie Rose first. Okay, so our lipsticks are smudge proof. They're 4 to 18 hour wear. These suckers do not come off on anything. It's not going to come on your coffee cup. It's not going to come off on your husband or your kid. You're going to do 3 clean layers. Clean dry lips. Shut out. Going in the same direction. Make sure your layers are very thin. So wipe the excess off your wand. Okay? Make sure I got it all. do. You want them to dry between layers. Keep your lids open and spread out like a goofball. Like that. Just so it doesn't like, you know, dry goofy. If you've got a lot of creases on your lips. Now this is caramel latte. Now we're going to go back with Aussie Rose again. Okay, we're going to let it dry thoroughly. I'm going to use sand gloss. Yeah. That's pretty. With pink lips in the background. It get hard to see, but see, no color on anything. Now I will mascara. Don't know that I've got that sitting right here, so I'm gonna go grab my lash scents and I'm gonna do my mascara and then I'll pop on so you can see the final look, okay? All right, so I slapped on some mascara and I hope you guys can see. I know the lighting in here is not great, but I wanted to show you how the finished look. Pretty for fall, not too over the top dramatic, but still a little bit of something.